Hello to my Happiness Mantra family. In today's video, I'll explain the 4 types of sentences and also share tips and tricks to ensure that you never get them wrong. Do watch till the end for all the tips. Welcome to Happiness Mantra. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and please like and share the video. So the 4 types of sentences are basically declarative or assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, and imperative sentences. Let's see how each one is different. So we start with the declarative or the assertive sentences first. Now remember, they both are completely the same, so don't get confused. Declarative sentences are basically statements, opinions, or facts. They end with a full stop. Now this is very essential. The usual word order is subject followed by a verb. That is common in most cases. It can be a positive or a negative sentence. For example, you could say, I go to school, I do not go to school. Both would come under the declarative or the assertive sentence. And this is the most common type of sentences. Most of the sentences which young children speak, most of the things that they talk about are all in the form of declarative or assertive sentences. Let's go through quickly some common examples. I like coffee. Rajiv is my best friend. The children do not want to go home. Mrs. Bose will fly to Tokyo. The sun is a star. So simple sentences like these are all declarative or assertive. Moving on to the next kind of sentence, it's the interrogative sentence. Now interrogation basically means questioning someone. So interrogative sentences are basically questions. So they will end with a question mark. Start with question words like what, when, how, which, where. So most of the sentences which would start with these words would invariably be a interrogative sentence. For example, what is your name? When will you go to play? How much sugar do you want? Which is your favorite color? Where are you going? So these are all questions. Now another way is to change the word order. In that case, the auxiliary verb such as is, am, are, was, were, have, had, those kinds of verbs come first, followed by the subject and then the main verb. I'll explain it once we do the examples. And of course, they can both be positive as well as negative. Simple question, why are you late? It is the WH question. Can tigers swim? Now here the auxiliary verb can comes in the beginning of the sentence followed by a subject and then the main verb swim. Okay, so is it right or wrong? Again, this is the auxiliary verb with which the sentence starts. Don't you know the answer? Negative sentence, but an interrogative one. Where is Sonia going tonight? Again, a simple question-based sentence. So all such sentences which end with a question mark would be interrogative. Moving on to the exclamatory sentences. Now here, the exclamatory sentences express emotions like anger, fear, excitement, surprise, etc. It ends with an exclamation mark, which is this mark, or it can have an interjection. Okay? The typical sentence structure is either it'll start with a what plus an adjective or a noun followed by the subject. I'll explain once we come to the examples, or how, same context again. Now remember, these two could also be your interrogative sentence starters, but here we are using them as exclamatory sentence starters as well. So if we have a sentence like, what a beautiful painting, it is not a question. Therefore, it will be an exclamatory sentence. How softly he spoke, again an exclamatory sentence. Now, one tip that I'd like to give here is that usually when what is followed by an so when we say what usually those sentences would always end with an exclamation mark. That's a quick way of understanding whether you should write exclamation or question mark in the end if a sentence begins with what. Ouch! It is so painful. So here, ouch is the interjection. And we follow that with an exclamation and end the sentence with a full stop. But it is considered to be an exclamatory sentence. I hate you. Now this totally depends on the context. It could be a simple sentence with a full stop, but if it is being emphasized, spoken with a lot of emotion, then it would be with an exclamation mark. He's such a kind soul. Again, same explanation. It totally depends on the amount of emotion involved in the sentence. Now remember to use these sentences only for informal writing. If we are writing some official letter, if we are complaining about something to school, if we are thanking someone officially, then we do not use exclamatory sentences at all. Now the last kind of sentence is the imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are basically commands, requests, and forbiddens, something that we are forbidden to do. They end with a full stop again. So they're similar to a declarative sentence, but they will be commands or requests. Sometimes they can have you as a hidden subject. I'll explain how that happens. Sometimes these sentences could end with an exclamation mark as well, and they can of course be positive or negative. Now for instance, pass the salt. There is no subject in this sentence. It's basically hidden. So you pass the salt. Obviously, if someone is talking to you, they would look at you and say pass the salt, which is completely okay. Please be quiet. Now, if a teacher is saying this sentence in class, she's obviously requesting all the students to be quiet. So again, subject is missing, but this makes it an imperative sentence. Do not stop. Now, this is with an exclamation mark, but it is basically a command. So we put it as an imperative sentence. Don't ever touch my books. Again, a command. Kindly bring me a glass of water. So this is a request. So any sentence which is a command or a request is basically an imperative sentence. I hope all the types of sentences were clear, as well as how to differentiate between them. It's very essential to do this kind of exercise and activity to make the whole concept clear to the child at an early age so that they're able to understand things better. Happy learning, happy teaching.